The ground shook, not from an earthquake, but from 20,000 marching feet.
What is coming to Makkah?
A massive beast knelt in the dust, trained to crush cities, trained to ignore pain, but today it refused to stand. Before you lies the valley of Makkah, unprotected by walls, unprotected by armies.
We have no army. There are no walls.
Only a few men stand between a superpower and the destruction of the Kaaba. How do you stop an empire with no swords? How do you win a war without fighting? This is not just history. This is the moment the sky declared war on pride. Far to the south, in the highlands of Yemen, a viceroy named Abraha grew tired of sharing power. He built a cathedral of marble and gold, Al-Qulays, designed to steal the pilgrimage from Makkah. He wanted the trade. He wanted fame. He wanted the center of the world to be his city.
Why should they circle a cube of stone when they could bow before glory?
But the hearts of the Arabs were tied to the stone house built by Ibrahim. They ignored Abraha's church. Insulted by this silence, Abraha sought a pretext. When his church was disrespected, he didn't send a letter. He sent a declaration of war.
They think their stone house is greater than my cathedral? I will not rest until I have leveled their sanctuary to the ground. Prepare the elephant, prepare the army. We march north.
The army was unprecedented. It included war elephants, beasts the Arabs had never seen. As they moved north, tribes scattered. Abraha sent messengers ahead with a chilling offer: surrender and keep your wealth, or resist and become an example.
Surrender now, or face the might of Abraha's army. Your defiance will bring only destruction.
Let them pass. Our blood is not worth this fight.
Fear spread faster than the army. Towns emptied. Markets closed. The shadow of the elephant grew longer until it fell over the hills of Makkah. The Quraysh were trapped. To fight was suicide. To flee was a shame. In the center of the panic stood one man, Abdul Muttalib, the chief of Quraysh, the grandfather of the Prophet Muhammad. He did not raise an army. He did not sharpen spears. He gave a command that confused everyone.
Take your families to the mountain peaks. Do not let any man hold a weapon near the house.
This is Allah's sanctuary. He will defend his own property.
He evacuated the city. He left the Kaaba standing alone in the valley, an empty house waiting for its Lord. But before he retreated to the hills, Abraha summoned him. The viceroy wanted to see the man who guarded this sacred place. Abraha expected a beggar. He expected a man pleading for his life. Instead, he saw a king who knew who really owned the land. Abdul Muttalib walked in and spoke only of his livestock.
I respected you when you arrived, but now I despise you. I came to destroy your holy house, the symbol of your religion, and you do not speak a word about it? You only ask for your camels?
I am the owner of the camels, so I ask for them. But the house has a lord, and he will protect it.
Silence filled the tent. It was a checkmate of faith. Abdul Muttalib returned to the hills. He told his people to wait. The army positioned the elephant, Mahmud, at the front. The order was given: charge. The beast moved west. It moved east. It moved south. But when turned toward the Kaaba, its legs locked. It sank into the dust. No whip could move it. No command could break its will. The most powerful weapon in the army had gone on strike. The soldiers were confused. What commanders were furious. But the sky was about to speak. From the sea direction, a dark cloud appeared. Not rain, not smoke. Birds, a bubble. They carried something small in their claws. Pebbles of baked clay.
What is this? They are dropping stones! My skin! It burns!
Where the stones struck, flesh dissolved. Armor offered no protection. Men fell like harvested crops. The army that terrified nations was dismantled by creatures smaller than a hand. From the mountain slopes, the people watched. They had surrendered their city, but not their faith. Now, they saw the unseen army arrive.
We left the house alone and Allah did not leave it.
Watch. No sword was drawn. The Lord of the house has defended it.
In that moment, an entire generation learned the difference between human power and divine protection. They had evacuated their homes, they had surrendered their city, and in that surrender, they witnessed a miracle that would be spoken of for centuries. There was no battle, there was no duel, there was only judgment. Abraha fled, but he did not escape. His body rotted as he traveled back to Yemen. He died in pieces, far from the home he sought to glorify. The Kaaba stood untouched, not a scratch on its walls. Makkah descended from the hills. They thanked Allah, but the year held another secret. The protection of the house was not just for the stones. It was for a child who was about to enter the world. In this same year, 50 days later, a child was born. An orphan. His father had passed before his birth. His mother, Amina, held him close. Her grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, took him to the Kaaba and gave him a name that would echo through eternity.
I shall call him Muhammad, so that he is praised in the heavens and praised on the earth.
Allah protected the house so that the Prophet Muhammad could be born in a city that Allah was its defender. The year of the elephant became the year of mercy. Why does this story matter to you today? Because you will face your own elephants. You will face problems that seem too big to move, careers that stall, illnesses that refuse to leave, enemies that seem unstoppable. Surah Al-Fil teaches us that power does not belong to the one with the biggest army. It belongs to the one who controls the birds. When you have done your part like Abdul Muttalib retrieving his camels, you must leave the rest to Allah. Do not worship your plans. Do not bow to your fears. Remember the valley where the elephant knelt. Remember that when you stand for Allah, the sky itself will fight for you. Trust Him, and watch how the impossible falls.